Alright, today I want to show you a gas can that I purchased a couple weeks ago, and I really like this. It's approximately $20. It's called the No Spill. It's a 2.5 gallon gas can, and it's CARB compliant, which means CARB stands CARB is the California Air Resources Board, and that was a group that came up with this standard that the gas can, in the event of ever tipping over, like when you're transporting it, that it would keep fuel from spilling out and it would be safer for the environment. Also, it'd be safer for somebody, like if they're ever dumping gas out, let's say like on a fire, which I do not recommend doing. It would be a way to open and close. Like right here, there's a green push button. All right, so here's some features. It has this dust cap right here, and you see the green button. I haven't opened it up in a few days, so it's probably been near the sun a little bit. Let's see if it has any air built up in it. Nope, it doesn't. Sometimes if you leave this in the sun, you'll see like a gas can expand when it doesn't have any venting. Since this is locked, this can tip over and you'll see like no gas will spill out. I have close to 2 gallons in here. It has 2 view strips, both in liters and in gallons. I can't remember if there are quarts on it, but it's just liters and gallons. So you can see on both sides how much fuel you have in it. The flow rate, they claim, is nearly 3 gallons per minute, which I'd say is pretty good. Still, the older gas cans had like a vent in the back where you could open it up and it would help the air flow out smoother. But for being a CARB compliant, I'm pretty happy the way that this works. I've had some other gas cans where it takes like 2 hands where you have to pull back with your thumb and clamp it down, and they tend to leak and they don't really flow out very fast. This one, being close to 3 gallons per minute, I'm real happy with that. And the bottom is wide, it's stable, so it's less likely to tip over versus some like those real tall skinny cans, like those 5 gallon cans, which would tip, that need to be strapped down more securely than this would need to be. And since it's made of polyethylene, it would never rust, unlike some of the metal ones that are prone to rust. So let's put this to the test and see how it works. Alright, so here's my chainsaw, and the old gas can right here that I have, there's no way to shut it off. So when you're pouring the fuel in, if all of a sudden you're not paying close enough attention, you stop in time, it'll just overflow and spill all over. And mixed fuel, this is a 50 to 1 ratio. The oil that's mixed in the gas, if you're at somebody's house or your own house and it leaked on your driveway, it stains that for a while. So it's not very fun to spill it and then to see the remains from that. So I'll show you how this works. Just put in there, push the green button. You see it get near the top? There you go. That's right near full. And it didn't leak all over. See how nice that works? Okay, here's something, as I was doing my research for this video, this is my Stihl BR550 backpack blower, and somebody in one of my other videos commented how rough this looks, but even though it looks rough, it actually runs just as good as the day that I bought it. So I just want to give a testimony to the Stihl backpack blowers, how well I like them. I've seen somebody say that you can put that down in the fuel and you don't have to let go of the green button and it'll stop automatically. So let's see if that works. I'm just going to hold it and see if it has an automatic shut off. Yep, it did shut off. Look at that. That's cool. So there's like a protective measure. If you're not watching but you have that held down into the fuel, it somehow senses and will shut off automatically. That's awesome. Let me try that again, see if it leaks. Nice. Okay, a couple more features that are pretty awesome. I don't know if you can see inside there. There is a stainless steel screen, a metal screen. And this is designed to empty out completely, so you can see how the can, where the spout comes out, it's nice and flat, so you don't have to shake it or tip it at a really steep angle to get the fuel out. And I just like the way that that cap works. Just keeps it nice and clean. So that's my take on this. Have you tried one of these out? Do you like it? If so, I'd like to hear your thoughts, your comments, concerns. Thanks for watching, my friends. Have a great day. Okay, real quick, I just want to say that make sure that you clamp this down nice and tight. When I first purchased it and added the fuel mix to it, I shook this up a little bit before pouring it out, and I did see fuel leaking around the connection there, around the threads. So if you snug it down good, not overly snug, but just securely, it will not leak out. So just be aware of that. And check out one of my upcoming videos showing a modification with the older gas can. With this gas can, it doesn't have a vent on the back. I have a safe alternative that I found on a boating forum. So I'm going to test their vent out and see how that works. So please subscribe if you haven't yet. The subscribe button down there. Thanks for watching.